Alright guys, I got a real fun project today. So, I've got these cool Halloween molds. So this one is really cool. It's this little Grim Reaper pumpkin guy. That's really cool. And this one here just, has a spooky tree, an owl, and a cat. This one has a spookier tree and 2 bats and a witch on a broomstick in front of the moon. And for this, I actually used glow-in-the-dark mica powder on the moon. So that should be pretty interesting when these are all cured up and done. So right now, I obviously can't fit both of these trees in one square. So I'm likely going to use the one with the face on it. And I'm just kind of do some kind of pattern here, not pattern, but a little scene, if you will. Something kind of like that. Maybe have the owl over here on the tree. And then I'll have a background and everything. Do that kind of thing. And then for this guy, I'm probably just going to have some kind of background. Matter of fact, I might put this spooky tree in the background there. Or I've got a couple thinner ones that I've made, spooky trees, that I can put in the background of him and have him kind of in the middle here, in the foreground a little bit, and do that. I love these little squares here, by the way. These are just so awesome because you can make so many little decorative things out of them if you just put stuff in there, and it'll sit right on a desk or a shelf or anything like that. Super cool. So anyway, I'm going to mix up some resin for my backgrounds. And so let's get into that right away. Alright, so these are all cured up and they're looking pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and demold them now. So there's that one. I'll go ahead and see. I'll kind of shine some light here underneath it, just to kind of nice. I like that. So let's do this other one. Very nice. So they turned out pretty nice. And this one, I really like this one. Now the way the light hits it, the leaves kind of look funny in here if you look at it diagonally. But that's okay. That's not too bad. The colors are there, and it's a nice representation of leaves anyways. And I really like how I think it was a really good idea to layer the trees the way I did. Having this one tree here just behind the bigger, thicker tree really gives it some depth. Really makes this bigger tree pop out at you a little bit. I like that. They're looking good. Looking good. So, with that said, I reckon we're all done for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.